day 9. Yesterday's routine prepared us for today's routine as we worked on shoulder flexibility. Today's all about shoulder strength and upper body control. So let's begin in a standing posture. We're going to come into a plank position here on the edge of the bed. So let's go palms to the bed. Again, you can always go fists if it's more comfortable on your wrists. But stepping back, coming to the balls of the feet to shift the shoulders over the wrists and hands. Press the fingers down into the bed as well to take some pressure off the wrists and engage the hand muscles here. Press the chest up and away to lift the upper body equal to the lower back. And from here, keeping the belly drawn in, we're going to turn the elbow creases forward to get this little bit of external rotation in the shoulders and dial in those rotator cuff muscles, and slowly lower down, elbows to the side of your body into a nice slow eccentric lowering push-up. Let the belly rest if need be. Otherwise, you can keep a hover position. And then you're going to press back so your heels touch the floor into this modified downward dog posture. Really nice to offload the wrists. Arc back up, elbows straight, rocking to the balls of the feet, weight shifting, body weight over the wrists and hands. Slowly lower again. Nice and controlled. Again, body can rest onto the bed here and pushing back. So these are kind of like a circular push-up position. This is an active rest posture to get a nice stretch through the shoulders, the upper back. And let's arc back over top again. Elbows nice and straight. Coming up onto the balls of the feet and the toes. Slowly lower down again. Belly can slightly rest onto the bed, and then use those hands to push back. Creates a nice shoulder flexion into this modified downward dog. And then one more time arcing up and over into our plank position. Very nice. Now step in towards the bed here just to take some weight off. From here, we're going to stand up nice and tall. Let the wrists and fingers just kind of drop down. This is kind of our Frankenstein hands, or that monster walk position that we use a lot in physical therapy. And from here, nice and tall posture, elbows straight, wrists and fingers drop down. Shoulders all the way up overhead. Just takes the wrist through the opposite motion from the push-up and the plank. And then as you come down, wrists come to neutral, so the fingers point straight out. And actively press the air down to the floor. Squeeze the shoulders down and back. Very nice. Let's do that again. Wrists and fingers flex, pointing down to the floor as we lift the arms all the way overhead. And then as you come down, bring the palms down and push straight down. Squeezing the shoulders back. One more time. Wrists relax, just kind of go limp. Shoulders all the way overhead. And then to come down again, wrist into a neutral position and pressing that air to the floor. Very nice. Just gives the wrist a nice rest there as we actively engage the shoulders. We're going to come back to the plank position. And now we're going to transition into a lateral plank. So let's take the right hand and bring it to the center of your body. If there's too much pressure or it's too strenuous on your arm or your wrist or your shoulders are getting fatigued, you can always drop to an elbow here. But from this position, we're going to go and rotate the feet or the lower body to the left and come into a lateral plank position. Really work to keep the belly drawn in, shoulders nice and symmetrical here. And now we're going to take the left hand and the left arm, elbow straight, and bring it straight up. So now we have this letter T kind of between my right arm to left arm, or a cross position. Doing great. Hold it here. Just when you thought we were done working the core, that's the foundation. Everything we do is going to interact with our core stabilizers. Bring the left arm down. Turn the feet back facing the bed. Left hand comes to the bed. And now we're going to walk over and bring the left hand to the center. Swivel the legs to the right. So they're parallel, feet are parallel to the bed. Come into a lateral plank position now on the left arm. And then let's take that right arm all the way up. Squeezing the shoulder blades back and together towards your middle spine. Relax the right arm. Turn the feet back in towards the bed. And then let's go back into this modified downward dog. Take some pressure off the wrists. Drop the chest and head down towards the floor to create a nice stretch through the shoulders. And then weight shift down to the balls of the feet. Let's go one more time into a lateral plank. Let's go right hand to the center. Or again, you can always go forearm or elbow down on the bed. Swivel the legs to the left. Lateral plank posture. Prevent letting your pelvis just sag in here. Really hold it up, squeezing the right hip, the right glute. And then left arm all the way up if you can. If not, just keep it down. Focus on good form. That's the key with all this stuff. Bring the left arm back down. Turn the legs back in facing the bed. Back to plank. And then left hand in to the center. Swivel the feet and the legs to the right. Into our lateral plank. Squeezing the left glute. Really engaging to keep that pelvis away from the bed. Drawing the right arm up. Shoulder blades squeezing together and down away from the ears. Relax the right arm. Back to plank. And then let's transition again back to our modified downward dog. Offload the wrists and the hands. Get a nice stretch. If you want to bend your knees a bit to drop a little bit lower and maybe feel a stretch in your calves, that's fine. If not, just keep the knees straight. And then we're going to come back up and just walk in towards the bed. And now we're going to come into a modified quadruped-based position. So it's kind of a unilateral or a single-sided hand and knee position. So I'm going to bring my right knee onto the bed and take my right hand and place it down as well. And again, can always go fist, that's perfectly fine, or drop to a forearm, but I'm going to keep my elbow straight here. Left foot's on the floor, left arm is just hanging down. From here, keeping the left elbow straight, wrist nice and neutral, I'm just going to kind of point my fingers down to the floor. Raise the left arm out to the side. And again, kind of a similar move we just did with the lateral plank. It's a really nice scapular stabilizer exercise. Squeeze the shoulder blade into the middle back. The arm moves with it, gets the rotator cuff engaged. Slowly come down. And now we're going to transition into a stretch and thread that needle under and behind the right arm. Reaching toward the opposite side of the bed. Your trunk is going to rotate. You should feel a nice pull through the shoulder, through the middle back. And then slowly draw that left elbow back. Let it hang down. And then right back up. Pulling the arm up to the ceiling. The spine stays nice and straight. Slowly lower down. And reaching through again. And releasing. One more time coming up. Squeeze the shoulder blade in. Fight that urge to want to shrug the shoulder up. Keep it down as much as you can. And then slowly release. Now from here we're going to make a fist and we're going to do a lawnmower pull. It's basically a rowing type of movement. So back stays nice and flat. Think of bringing the shoulder blade down and back first and simultaneously bending that elbow in a gentle rotation to press the right palm into the bed, to twist the body, and slowly release. Let's do 4 more. There's 1. Good. Squeeze that shoulder blade back. 2. Imagine yourself holding a weight and pulling it up. 3. 1 more time. Press that right palm into the bed to create a nice counter pressure. And 4. Very nice. Just kind of relax the left arm. Transition the right leg off the bed. And then we're going to switch sides and bring the left knee on the bed. Left palm on the bed, or again, forearm or fist if you choose to do that. Right foot to the floor, right arm hanging down. Fingers facing to the floor. Draw that belly button up and in to just control through the spine. And then with the right elbow straight, draw that right arm straight out to the side as if we're lifting it to the ceiling, parallel to the floor. Shoulder blade squeezes into the spine. Slowly lower down and reaching through and behind the left arm for this thread the needle stretch. Really nice stretch for the rotator cuff, adding trunk rotation for the ribs, the thoracic spine. Excellent work, everybody. Keep it up. Slowly release. Right arm facing down, right back up. Bringing the back of the hand up to the ceiling. Squeeze the back of that shoulder and shoulder blade. Slowly lower. Reach through again for a nice stretch. And release. One more time, raising that right arm up. Engaging the shoulder, pressing the left palm into the bed, just so we're not sagging down toward the bed here. Actively control your body weight and slowly lower and relax the arm. And then we're going to make a fist when you're ready. Pressing the left palm again down into the bed to actively lift away. Imagine holding a weight or, again, that lawnmower cord. We're going to pull the shoulder blade down and back. Simultaneously start to bend the elbow, draw it next to your body, and twist away slightly and back down. And again, 4 more, so 5 total. Up again. Very nice. There's 2. We're shooting for 5. Pull up. 3. You control this, using our body weight and our active control. Good. Let's do 2 more. Left palm stays pressure into the bed to engage the left shoulder at the same time we're engaging the right. And 1 more. Very nicely done. And kind of relax here. Let's shift off the bed. Take your time. Let's come back to our modified downward dog. So just walk the feet away and just press back. Get a nice stretch again through the shoulders. Drop the chest down. As you're here this time, tuck the chin into the front of the neck and kind of lift the back of the neck up. And you may feel a little increase in tightness or stretch through your upper back, the base of the neck. It's an active neck retraction. And we're going to transition back to a plank. And now come wider with the hands. So wider than shoulder width. Feet can stay close together. If you feel unbalanced here, you can widen the stance. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to keep mine in so my feet touch. Draw the belly up and in, shoulders over top of the wrists, fingers pressed down as well just to put pressure through the whole hand, and slowly lowering into a push-up. Elbows come laterally this time versus in toward the body. Belly can rest here if you like, and then we're going to push straight back up. 5 repetitions. Pushing away. If this is provocative for your shoulder, you can always draw those elbows and turn the hands to bring them back in, or go narrow again. We're just trying to hit different portions of the chest and shoulder musculature. Good. 2 more. Slowly lowering. If you can hover above the bed and not collapse fully onto it, add that point of control. Good. If you need to rest and then press back up, that's fine. Last one, and pushing up. And then push back again, modified downward dog. Offload the wrists, get a nice stretch. And then let's transition back into a plank. Press the body up and away. And slowly walk in toward the bed. To finish now, we're going to go feet shoulder width apart, elbows straight, and just turning the palms forward so the thumbs point out to the side. And from here, we're going to take a nice breath in as we lift the arms all the way overhead. Nice breath in. Coming into shoulder abduction. It's a lateral shoulder raise. Try to touch those thumbs or hands at the top and exhale back down. 2 more times. Nice breath in as we reach overhead and exhale to lower. Reduce your shoulder shrug if you notice you're starting to tense through the neck. Last time up. And back down. Shake the arms out. Excellent work today. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep it up. Stay focused. Great job.